you eating your popcorn? Mm.
Yes.
You got food stuck to you still. Hey, so I just had my bone marrow biopsy probably about an hour ago. Definitely is uncomfortable when they do it. They said that they got some good samples, and I tried to joke around as much as I could, making some pretty bad jokes, but one was they were numbing me and they needed some more like numbing medication, so the nurse came, or one of the nurses is like, here, I'll help you out. And then she's like, oh shoot, I pulled it out too early. And then obviously I was like, oh, that's what she said. And then they had me on my side, and then it was easier for me to go on my stomach. So then when I did that, I was like, so would you rather have me on my hands and knees? As a joke, and they totally got that. And then the nurse doing it with the doctor, the hematologist, well, obviously it's painful when they get down to the bone and they're doing that, and at one point I was like, holy moly. And they laughed at that because I'm sure people say bad words, but that just came out. That's just how I am. And then when we were done, the doctor, to the one nurse that assisted, was like, that was really good for the first time. Or I don't know if she said first time or something. And I was like, and then I was still laying on my stomach. And I turned and I was like, oh, I hope that was good for you, because it was good for me. You know, get it for the first time. I had to make jokes, and then they all laughed, and they're like, you were quiet for a little bit, so we weren't sure if you were gonna say something or if you were okay. So I definitely tried to just mess around and make fun of the situation. That's all you can do. My hemoglobin was the same. It's like 8.4 or 8 something. So it hasn't gone up in the last couple days, but it hasn't necessarily gone down. So that's good. So they're gonna send off the test. It goes to Texas, I think she said. And where they send it, this is all they do. So they sent like a blood clot or something like that, and then these other little samples, and then she said they got a really big sample, that way they don't come back and say they didn't have a big enough sample. It's definitely getting more uncomfortable as the day goes on. I do have like a towel wrap behind me, like they said to. I'll show you here if I can. So I just have that bandage on there, kind of putting pressure on it, and then I have a towel behind me, putting pressure back there because it feels better when there's pressure on it. But now I'm just gonna lay low like I've been doing. The bird made a mess of popcorn, right? Didn't he, Bash? Right? His name is Sebastian. I guess he hasn't been in our videos yet, and he has not been introduced on our other channel. We'll have to do that soon here, but he is a galah cockatoo, or they call them rose-breasted cockatoos, and you can find them in Australia. So whoever's in Australia, they see them all the time. But he is a big goofball. Aren't you, Sebastian? Bash! Oh yeah, I'm talking to you. Bash! He's making a mess on our bed. You know what? You can clean it. We can clean it, wash it. It's just bird poop. It's no big deal. So they said in a week, maybe we'll get the results back or sooner. She said, my hematologist said that, super nice woman, said that they didn't see any lymphoma in me when they did like the scans. You know, I guess it can be in your bone marrow. So it's checking for that and leukemia. But she said my other blood work doesn't necessarily point to that, but they just have to make sure. And the PNH for the blood work did come back negative, which is good, but they said that you have to retest that at times. You have to get it at like the right time. You can kind of miss that time frame of when like those blood cells are breaking down at first or something. I have no idea, because things started when I was in the hospital, started to kind of level out a little bit. I mean, all my labs were crazy, like every single one of them, like CBC and my what's the other one? Why can't I think? I can't think. Like checks your kidneys and liver function and all that. Those were all off. And then my reticulocytes were really high, like triple the what you would have. And then my LDH, I think it's LDH, that was coming back down. It was like close to 2,000, so it's coming back down. I think it's like in the hundreds now, or like 2 something, so that's good. So hopefully this biopsy shows something. If not, I don't know if they do another one or they're gonna check me for some more autoimmune stuff, but hopefully things stay stable right now, and they figure it out. So yeah, but I guess it's all. I did not want to tape in there just because it's very personal, because my butt crack was showing out. Can't even talk. My butt crack was hanging out. But yeah, I definitely joked around a lot because it's like a stressful time. But that always makes me feel better, and same with the people in the room. I think they enjoyed it too. So my plan though is to get a card from the store, and like a love card or a thank you or something, and I'm gonna write in it to the one nurse, thank you for everything. I definitely don't want to make things awkward, but you haven't called me or texted me in like a week, and I'm gonna hand that to her when I go in next. I think she'll get a kick out of it. So anyways, I guess that's all, and I'll just keep you posted when I find out more. Peace. Dash, what are you doing? Bye.